Having students arrange roots or base words with prefixes and/or suffixes is an effective way to show them how words with multiple morphemes are built. Watch how this first grade teacher helps students practice adding inflectional suffixes to vocabulary words taken from a read-aloud text.
Earlier today, we learned a new vocabulary word, and the word was
Warning.
warn. I would warn you if something dangerous was about to happen. I might warn you if we are about to have a fire drill. So we talked about how you would warn someone if danger is coming. Well, we can make warn, and we can change the ending on warn to make a different word, and I'm going to show you how we do that. I think some of you have figured it out. Warn plus ing makes warning. So I'm going to write warning on the line. The fire alarm was a warning that we had a fire in the building. Okay, now warn plus S makes warns. Mr. Brown warns us when it is raining outside and we can't go to recess. He warns us. And then warn plus ed would make warned. And remember when we add warned. Remember when we add ed to the ends of words, Sammy? It means it happened in the past. That's right. So for warned, that means yesterday Mr. Brown warned us that we would have inside recess. So we add ed to say that it happened in the past.
By grade 3, students can add both prefixes and suffixes to a base word. For example, the base word cycle could change to bicycling or tricycles. Watch how this teacher's guidance of prefixes and suffixes helps support her students' understanding of multiple morpheme words.
So if you look at these words, do you see cycle in all of the words?
No.
No, some of them just have this CYCL. So that's the root part. That still gives it its meaning. And we said that cycle means what?
To do it again.
Recycle means do something again, but just cycle is circle. Sounds like circle. Or in Spanish, how do we say circle?
Circulo.
Círculo. Okay, so both of those words would have come from the same root that gives it its meaning, okay? So these are some words. I want to see if you guys know some of the meanings, and then we're going to look at the CYCL and talk about the meanings, okay? So we've got this word. It's cyclical. It's kind of a big word, cyclical. Does anybody know what cyclical means?
No.
So if someone was having the same problem over and over again, and they were causing that problem, and it kept happening over and over again, you would say that was cyclical, because it's like going in a circle, okay? Just happening over and over again. We can say that something that happens over and over again is cyclical. So the way that rain falls from the sky, goes into the ocean, evaporates, heats up, goes into the sky, falls from the sky, that's cyclical, okay? Which is why we call it the rain cycle, okay?
It's a rain cycle.
A unicycle, uni, you guys know what uni means?
Actually, no.
Okay, it sounds kind of like the Spanish word for the number one. What's the Spanish word for the number one?
Uno.
Uno. So it kind of looks like that. We've got the U-N and I. So unicycle is a bike that only has one wheel. Have you guys ever seen anyone riding those?
On TV shows.
They kind of look like they're on a high stick.
And the stick, and then it has the pedals.
And they're just, sometimes they don't even have a handle. They're just kind of on it because it's just one wheel. So unicycle, you can think of it as one circle, is a bike that just has one wheel, okay?
That's scary.
Then we've got a cyclist, okay? So if you guys were driving in your car one day and you saw a bunch of people on a bike go by, someone might say, wow, look at all those cyclists. What do you think a cyclist is?
People that ride bikes with some people.
It's a person that rides a bike, any kind of bike, because we've just got, again, the CYCL, okay? Motorcycle, we know that motorcycles have wheels, and they're different than a bike because they have the motor, exactly. So it's a bike with wheels and a motor, good. And then you guys know what a cyclone is?
Like a Clone.
Okay, it does have the word clone. It's a big circle. Sometimes you might hear if you're listening to the weather and there's like a hurricane, they might talk about the cyclone of the hurricane. It's when it makes that big circle.
The big one, and then it goes down, 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 down. And
Yeah.
the circle gets smaller.
Okay, so did you guys notice how all of these words have that part that gives it its meaning, CYCL, that we also found in our root word cycle?
Cycle.